All right, Elizabeth Cotton's classic Carolina Breakdown. Really interesting tune. I probably don't play it identically to the way she did. After all, I learned it back in the 90s from her. And I've heard her play on a few different records since. And she actually did a homespun instructional video sometime probably around 2000. It was really good. And you can find a lot of that on YouTube if you want to see her play it. Her rhythm's a little different than mine, and there's a reason for that. Yeah, I told you before that Miss Cotton's dad was an old-time banjo player, and they attended, I can't remember, I guess it was the 1910 World's Fair, and that's where they were really introduced to ragtime music. If I remember correctly, Scott Joplin had played at the 1900 World's Fair. But by 1910, ragtime had really become the fad. And if you listen to that, the first couple of bars, let's see if I can do that. That's almost The Entertainer. You can really hear that influence if you think about it. Well, by the 20s, at least by the mid-20s, ragtime had really taken hold in blues guitar playing. Blind Blake had come up from Florida. Looks like he had been somewhere in the Jacksonville area. Nobody knows if he was born in Florida or Georgia. At one point he even said he was from Virginia, but he had a Gullah Geechee dialect sometimes, so we think he was probably somewhere around Sea Islands, Georgia, to maybe the Florida line. You know, probably not Charleston. You know, you usually think of Gullahs around Charleston, but they were, you know, kind of widespread down the Sea Islands, and even some up into North Carolina, like Crusoe Island and such. Blind Blake was a huge influence on every guitar player, and he was a ragtime style guitar player. I'll do some Blind Blake songs in a few weeks. I want to get through some more John Hurt and Etta Baker and stuff, and we'll get into some Blind Blake. Very different style of playing. Really influenced Blind Boy Fuller from Wadesboro, North Carolina. He became a fixture around Durham, and probably a big influence on Elizabeth Cotton. You know, she was from the Durham area. Big influence on Reverend Gary Davis. I think he was from the Spartanburg area. So Miss Baker was hearing a lot of ragtime influences, and sometimes I say it's like she throws in an extra beat here and there, and that's really that ragtime influence. I'm more of a laid-back, you know, country blues player. So anyway, let's go ahead and break down the song. It's in the key of E, and it's actually very, very simple. It's 3 chords, just like, you know, every blues and rock song in the key of E, and we're just hammering on. Let's see. That's it, okay? And that's the trickiest part of the tune, and once you get that down, the whole rest of the tune's easier. Easy, I mean, very easy. So on the, we're hamming the, I guess, 3rd string, that'd be the G to A flat. Is that right? E, A, D? Wait a minute. Yeah, the wrong play. Yeah, that's right. The open to the 1st fret, so G to G sharp or A flat. And then with our other finger, we're picking up on the open B string, then we're going to do it again, and pick up on the open E string while keeping it steady. And see, that's the only trick to the song. Just keep doing that until you got it. I mean, don't go any further, just go. Because you're only moving one finger on your left hand, on your fretting hand, if you play right-handed. That's your melody right there. Just we're keeping that. And it doesn't really matter if you go 6-5-6-5 or 6-4-5-4. That's kind of more my style, is 6-4-5-4. You know, the 6th string to the 4th string, the 5th string to the 4th string. It's probably more of a Chet Atkins kind of thing, you know. I'm a big fan of Chet Atkins. He always had that alternating bass. Merle Travis was a little bit heavier thumb. Miss Baker, I honestly do not remember if she did an alternating, if she just did, I mean, it's alternating any way you look at it, but I don't know if she went 6-4-5-4 or just 6-5. I'm thinking she did 6-4-5-4, but that's up to you. Whatever sounds good for you. So get that beat going. And we're forming an E7 chord by dropping the pinky down there on that D note, 2nd string, 3rd fret. All right, and then you're going to go to an A. Now, the two ways, of course, of playing this A, we can just play our regular old 3-finger A and drop the pinky when we want to on the 1st string. So, or I'm sorry, it's going to go here. So, open, 3rd fret, 2nd, open again. Let's do that again. Now, I don't like to play that open. I like to bar and, you know, do it this way. Much more comfortable chord for me. This is the way I was taught to play it by the old blues players years ago. Never really have played that open chord a whole lot like that unless I'm just strumming a tune, you know. But yeah, barring is easier to me. If you do that, just raise up a little bit when you want that open note. So let's go. One bar of just, you know, and then to 7. Now, I don't remember if she walked the bass or not, but I always have G, A, B flat, B, I guess. And I do know she grabbed multiple strings when she did the B7. So you probably know your B7 chord if you've been playing guitar for very long. We got the, let's just say the middle string on the 5th, middle finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret. The pointer finger on the 1st string, 1st fret. And the ring finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So we're going to alternate back. Do anything you like with your hand there. Just keep that rhythm going. Hit the open strings if you like. Does not matter at all. And you're right back to it. Alright, now we're going to do a variation, which is nothing more than a slide up on the 2nd and 3rd strings. Go from 2nd fret up to 4th. That's it. So we're just going to play them, slide again, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, back to E. 7. So just go to E7. And now we're going to go to what we call the long A. Just like we have our A7 here barring across, we have an A major here like this. I do think this is actually the essential position to play this chord out of. You could fool around with something like an F up here, but you're going to be much better with this long A, because you go. So 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, open, and then back to the E. Sometimes I forget to do that little right before I go into there, and if so, I just play it twice. I go. It's a little variation you can do, especially if you make a mistake. It's a good way to cover it up. But you're supposed to kind of bounce there for a bar, then. But yeah, you can do it either way. I don't know if I did that the first time through or not, but yeah, I do that a lot. And then we're gonna go back to long A. Yeah, I did it that time. All right, and the end is real simple. It's just so from 4th string 1st fret to 2nd fret, hammer on, do the same thing on the 5th string, and then back to. All right, so simple as that. I guess I can play it through one more time if you need to hear it. So that's it. Let me know if you got any questions. Just shoot me an email. And I'm going to go see if I can put together a mandolin version of this same tune. Never done that before, so we'll see how that works out. And I'll talk to you next time.